A novice trader is a searcher. I want you to understand that. Novice traders are on the prowl. They're searching. They're looking. All right. They're on a journey to find the perfect trade. Whereas that a professional trader is a waiter. Now there's a difference. One is going out into the world to search for an opportunity. The other is sitting in one stationary place, waiting for the opportunity to come to him or her. And it sounds subtle, but it's not as subtle as it sounds. It sounds almost like semantics, but it's not semantics. This seemingly subtle difference is huge. The entire approach toward the market is radically different when you're sitting and you're waiting for the opportunity to come to you. Now, what do I mean by that specifically? I have a small list of things that I trade every day. All right, small list. These things are in front of me at all times, every moment, every second, every nanosecond of the day. So those charts are in front of me at all times. And so if something from those charts stands out and presents itself as an opportunity that is far greater than any of the other charts are showing, boom, my opportunity has literally stepped out of the family, all right, raised its hand and said, Oliver, it's my turn. Boom. And that's all I need. I'm not flipping through, where's the next opportunity? Is it over here? Oh, maybe it's over here. Oh, wait a minute, over here. What's the news? Let me check Yahoo. Let me do that. Like that, traders all over the place. And professionals don't do that. If you think about a New York Stock Exchange specialist, they're in their own pit. There are other pits on the floor, but they don't leave their own pit. They wait for the opportunities that present themselves within their own pit. They don't walk around from pit to pit to pit. All right. A NASDAQ market maker trades one or two stocks. That's their little pit. They don't go to another stock that they don't make a market in. Oh, IBM's running to the upside. But no, IBM's not your stock. What are you doing over there? Only novices get distracted like that. Untrained market players get distracted. Professionals settle on a small handful, their pit, and they wait for the opportunities to happen in their own pit. You see, their pit is where they are the king or the queen. Their pit is their kingdom, their domain. There's very few individuals that know more about their pit. There's very few people who've mastered the movements and the tendencies of the items in their pit. Do you know why? Because they don't float. They're with these things every moment of every day, every week of every month, every month of every year. And so they become so intimate that it appears as though sometimes that the items, the stocks on your list tap you on the shoulder and say, Oliver, just wanted to let you know, boss, I'm about to take a big move to the upside. Ready? Oh, thank you. Thank you, buddy, for letting me know. Let's get going. Boom! That's the kind of intimacy you want. You don't want to trade something you haven't traded 1,000 times before. You don't want to trade something that you're not intimate with. You don't want to trade something that you're not aware of what the idiosyncrasies are, who the main players are, what does it tend to do right after the open, what is a common occurrence 1 hour before the close, how does this stock usually act after an excessive gap to the upside, what's the stock's average true range. You need to know all of these things because all of those things are where a big part of your edge comes from. So I say all of that to say this. I'm not a flipper. I'm not a searcher. I'm a waiter. And when one of these things presents what I have defined as an opportunity, there's no thinking, there's no guessing, there's no hesitating, there's no wondering, there's no extra analysis. Well, let me check this and let me check that, and let's see which way is the wind blowing, and wait a minute, let's check the planetary alignment of Mars versus Saturn, and do I have all the I's dotted and all the... I don't do that. The stock presents exactly what I have determined as an opportunity. Boom! Zero thought, zero hesitation. And guess what? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. What's the big deal? First of all, I'm not going to lose to the level where it destroys me. All right. Number two, it's only one trade in a lifetime of trades. Think of it this way. If you're going to trade for the rest of your life, and you should be passionate enough to believe that I don't care if I'm never successful at this. I love it, and I'm going to do it until the day I die. There are people who are passionate about golfing, and they are horrible. But you know what? They're so passionate about it, and they love it no matter how terrible they are, no matter how bad they play the game. They're going to play until they die. That's the way you should approach trading. So if you're going to trade for the rest of your life, what's the importance of this one single trade in the grand scheme of your entire life? It's one trade in millions, if not tens of millions of trades. It's not important if you win, and it's not important if you lose. What's even more important is just another trade under your belt, another piece of experience with which to grow. But in the grand scheme of things, 40 years from now, what is this trade's importance going to be? A week from now, what is this trade's importance going to be? Sometimes you can give your trades too much importance. Do you understand this? Sometimes you can give it so much importance that you start to become fearful of your own trades. They're not someone else's trades. They're your trades. What are you doing being fearful of your trades? These stocks are your choices. They're your family members. You should not be afraid of your family members. You should not be afraid of your choices, and you should not be afraid of losing. And so you can give too much credence, too much respect, you can give too much importance to a trade, worrying about, is this going to be another loss, or is this going to be finally a win? Forget that. It's one trade in a lifetime of trade. Just hit the frickin' damn button, and then let your trading plan play out, and you find out what happens. And it is this dropping of this extra importance that will have you trading with greater authority, with more exacting, and you will be more commanding in your approach. And it's interesting how the markets and life in general tends to miraculously respect the choices and decisions of those who make them with conviction. And so you might just find the markets yielding to you